My husband's grandma killed my dog, so I fed her turtle soup. 3 months pregnant, and my husband's grandmother showed up to lay down the law. She deliberately killed my 3-year-old German Shepherd and made him into stew to teach me a lesson. At dinner, she gloated, dogs raised on expensive kibble sure do taste tender. After dinner, she demanded I bow to her 40-year-old pet turtle and call it grandma. I did exactly as she asked. She just didn't know that while getting a new grandma was easy, getting rid of one would be much harder. Part 1. My grandma was a battle axe, my mom was a hellcat, and they'd been at each other's throats my whole life. Growing up watching their epic battles, I became an expert in the art of dealing with toxic in-laws by age 10. Unfortunately, I married into the nicest family in Connecticut. All my skills were going to waste. Life was so peaceful, I'd gained 6 pounds. Went to the doctor for weight loss tips. Turns out I was pregnant. The doctor said the first trimester was crucial. My in-laws treated me like spun glass, terrified I'd break. When I hit month 3, everything changed. She arrived. 1. Look, and I knew this was my kind of opponent. The family terror had come to visit. The old woman's eyes held the same venom my grandma reserved for my mother. She was looking for any excuse to tear me apart. My usually cheerful mother-in-law was on her knees, scrubbing the floor with tissues, face pale as death. My reasonable father-in-law shook like a chihuahua, fetching her tea and water, not daring to breathe too loud. My husband Marcus called out weakly, "Grandma." Then dragged me to our room. "Babe, pack your bags. Let's stay at a hotel. You're pregnant, you can't handle this stress." My phone pinged $3000 from his parents. There. Message was clear, stay away until the witch goes home. Is she that bad? Bad? She's a fucking nightmare. Marcus gave me the highlights of Grandma Dorothy's greatest hits. When he was 6, she'd cooked his pet rabbit he'd raised for 2 years. Made him eat it, telling him it was chicken. After dinner, she showed him the bloody rabbit skin. Marcus sobbed. Dorothy cracked sunflower seeds, spitting shells at his face. It's just an animal. Dead is dead. What are you crying for? No backbone at all. Don't tell anyone you're Dorothy Miller's grandson. Listen up, boy. Animals are animals. Doesn't matter if you raise them 2 years or 20. They're nothing compared to family. When his mom tried to comfort him, Dorothy kicked her. Hard. His mother miscarried. 3 months along. A girl. Dorothy sat at home smoking, lecturing, just a worthless girl. Who cares? Why all the tears? His dad lost it, that was your granddaughter. Dorothy sneered, granddaughter? She wasn't even born yet. How dare she claim to be my granddaughter? So what if it was a girl? Girls are worthless. I did you a favor with that kick. Think of all the money I saved you. You should be grateful, not giving me attitude. Ungrateful bastard, forgetting your own mother for some woman. His dad tried to leave with his family. Dorothy went to the neighborhood association. Old school community, big on respecting elders. His dad couldn't argue his way out of a paper bag. Dorothy could sell ice to Eskimos. By the time she was done, his family were the ungrateful, disrespectful ones. Dorothy always favored Uncle Pete, using his parents' money to put him through Harvard, buy him a Boston condo. When Pete married his boss's daughter, Dorothy followed to enjoy the good life, finally leaving them alone. Outside, Dorothy was laying into his dad. Ungrateful little shit. Now you're living large big house, fancy car while your brother's family struggles. Feeling pretty proud of yourself. Aren't you? Mom, that's not true. Shut up, you homewrecker. My son would listen to me if you weren't filling his head with poison. You think running off to another state means I can't find you? I've been keeping track. You owe your brother money, and I've got it all written down. She threw down a yellowed notebook. His dad picked it up, flipped through. Mom, when did we ever owe Pete $400,000? It's $478,651.37. If your brother hadn't saved you from drowning, ruining his health, he'd be a general by now. This is the family discount. Ungrateful shit. Instead of making it up to your brother, you're hiding from me with this witch. Don't call me mom. I don't have a shameless son like you. But Pete didn't save Marcus's dad, it was the other way around. His mom couldn't stand it anymore, tried to explain, and got slapped for her trouble. You troublemaker, I'm talking to my son. Who asked you? If I say Pete saved him, then Pete saved him. Enough talk. I'm here on business. My grandson's getting married next week. Clean this place up and move out. Pete's boy needs it for his wedding house. No. This is for Marcus and Lily's future. His mom held her swollen cheek, refusing flat out. Who asked you, witch? That's when I went to Rex's crate and let him out. Rex was a German Shepherd. Protective, well-trained, and pointed where I aimed. He was just energetic, always wanting to play. Since I got pregnant, my in-laws kept him crated to prevent accidents. Rex, go. At my command, Rex shot forward like lightning, cornering the old woman. Under the dog's threat, Dorothy scrambled onto the couch, her stick legs shaking. Don't come closer. I'm not scared. Don't bite. Please. Are you people dead? Stop him. Help. My in-laws stood frozen. I helped my mother-in-law up gently. Mom, your face is swollen. Marcus, go get some anti-inflammatory cream from the pharmacy. Hearing my voice, Rex bounded over happily, nuzzling against me. Good boy. I rewarded him with head scratches. Dorothy finally caught on, pointing at me, shrieking, "You little bitch, sicking that mud on an old woman. Kill that dog right now. Get on your knees and apologize, or I'll make my grandson divorce you. Let's see what happens to used goods like you then." Mom, Lily, and Marcus have a strong marriage. Divorce is not happening. His mother defended me, earning another glare. I patted Rex's rump. Woof woof woof. This time, Rex didn't just bark, lunged. And I made no move to stop him. Back and forth, until Dorothy's eyes rolled back and she fainted. After she passed out, my mother-in-law transferred me more money. "Lily, honey, please go stay somewhere with Marcus. We're grateful you used Rex to help us, but Dorothy's not someone to mess with. When she wakes up, who knows what she'll do to get back at you." "Exactly, Lily. You're pregnant. The doctor said to avoid stress. Let us handle this. Think of it as a second honeymoon." "Mom. Dad, what are you saying? If Dorothy's a piece of work, so am I. As for the baby, if it can't handle this little excitement, it doesn't deserve to be my kid." That evening, I cooked dinner. Dorothy woke up and immediately started trouble. "This meat's so tough, trying to break my teeth. You know I don't eat seafood. Why make salmon? Living large now, are we? Wasting food? 8 dishes for 4 people." She moved to put my beef and salmon in the fridge. "Put it down. Did you not hear me? So we're done playing nice? Rex. Get her." Amid the barking, Dorothy grudgingly sat back down. I tilted my head at her. "Tough meat hurting your teeth? Stick to soup. Know why centenarians live so long?" Marcus piped up weakly, "Because they like oatmeal? Oatmeal's healthy." "Wrong. Because they're smart. They know who not to mess with." I looked at Dorothy. "Grandma, you're a smart woman, right?" Dorothy glared silently. "Rex. Right, right, right. Woof woof woof. Are you insane?" I said yes, and your dog's still after me. Watch your feet. You're stepping on his toy. With Rex around, Dorothy behaved the rest of the evening. That night in bed, Marcus held me, crying like a baby. "Lily, where have you been all my life? Wah, I wish I'd met you sooner. Sniff, I love you, babe." Part 2. Great night's sleep. Morning came. Marcus went to feed Rex. Searched everywhere. No Rex. His eyes were red as he looked at me. "Babe, Rex is gone." Then something clicked. He ran to the kitchen, found blood on the floor. The trash had black fur. Same as Rex's. Marcus stormed over to Dorothy. "You killed him, didn't you? How dare you speak to your grandmother like that? I cook you breakfast and this is the thanks I get? It was you. Just like you killed my rabbit. Robert. Control your son. 20-something years old with no manners, yelling at his elders." His dad was dragged out, Mom trailing behind. Dorothy grabbed his mom. "You were up before me. Did you see me kill any dog?" And no. His mom's eyes filled with tears. "See? Let's eat. The dog will turn up." Exactly. Lily gets it. At the table, Dorothy ladled me a bowl of soup. At least my granddaughter-in-law has sense. Not like these idiots making a fuss over nothing. Animals are animals. Raise them 3 years or 30, they're still not people. You're absolutely right. Everything has its purpose. If Rex got killed for meat, that's his karma. Not the dog's fault, it's the owner's bad karma. Don't you think, dear? I nodded. Grandma's absolutely right. She smiled with satisfaction. Only after watching me drink the whole bowl did her expression change. She grinned. "How's that soup? Very rich." "Of course it is. Dogs raised on premium kibble make the best meat." Marcus slammed his bowl down. "I knew it was you. Shut your mouth, boy. Or I'll shut it for you." She turned on me next. "And you, hiding behind that mutt. I gave you face and you threw it back. Without that German shepherd. You're nothing. Look in the mirror with that face, you'll curse any man who marries you. Only this blind fool would have you." She got more excited, laying down new rules. Getting carried away, she demanded I recognize her 40-year-old turtle as my grandmother. "This turtle's 40 years old. Old enough to be your grandma. You recognizing it as family is an honor. Don't be ungrateful." I agreed immediately. But when she looked, the 40-year-old turtle was nowhere to be found. I stood up slowly, pulled a shell from the soup. Washed it, dried it, held it out. "Oh, Grandma. This wouldn't be your turtle, would it?" I looked at the pot thoughtfully. No wonder the soup was so rich. 40-year-old turtle really does make better broth than younger ones. You have excellent taste. Dorothy had been trying to disgust me. She'd eaten the most at dinner, licking her lips, calling me ungrateful for not eating. Now, learning she'd eaten her 40-year-old pet, she clutched the shell, wailing louder than at a funeral. "My poor turtle. Who killed you? I'll make them pay." I sniffled beside her. "Turtle Grandma, make sure to haunt whoever ate you from the 18 levels of hell." Poor thing, 40 years old, that's ancient for a turtle. What a horrible way to go. Rest in peace. Hope you get a better life next time. My reminder made Dorothy start dry heaving. After throwing up, she glared at me with venom. "You little demon. You'll pay for this." "Grandma, what are you saying? Didn't you tell Marcus it was the owner's bad karma that couldn't protect their pet? You're great at lecturing others, but can't take your own medicine. You sharp-tongued little bitch. I'm no bitch. Bitches scratch and bite and make people's lives hell. I'm gentle as a lamb. Humph. Dorothy clutched the shell and stormed off. Marcus looked at me with worship. His dad jumped up with excitement. His mom said admiringly, Lily, you're incredible. His dad agreed, leave this to me. Marcus, take Lily shopping for jewelry. Go have fun. I smiled and nodded, glancing at the vomit his mom was cleaning up. Mom, save that. Don't throw it out yet. I need it. Come here, let me tell you. If Dorothy wanted to play dirty, she'd pick the wrong opponent. She hadn't heard. For every foot of righteousness, there's 10 feet of wickedness. At the jewelry store, Marcus was like a kid in a candy shop. I was fine. Compared to jewelry shopping, I preferred taking down evil grandmas. After jewelry shopping, I stopped by my best friend's place, dropping off Rex's toys and some premium dog food and treats. Marcus saw Rex and got emotional. Rex. You're alive. Oh my god, I was so scared. Rex barely acknowledged him. Sarah gave me a look, making the crazy gesture. Is Marcus okay in the head? Just PTSD from the evil grandma. Don't worry, I'm a professional at handling evil grandmas. Queen. Teach me your ways. Leaving, Marcus spotted something familiar in the fish tank. Babe, why is it here? What, you think I'd actually kill a 40-year-old turtle? Am I a butcher? A monster? Then the shell you pulled out? Bought it at the Asian market. Sob babe, you're an angel. Marcus was overwhelmed with emotion. On the way home, he kept asking how I did it. Just gave her a taste of her own medicine. I knew exactly how evil grandmas operated. Could predict their every move. After Rex scared her, she was out for blood. Kill Rex, make me drink the soup 2 birds, 1 stone. Pure evil. She couldn't get near Rex, so she drugged his food with sleeping pills. Then killed him while he was out. But she didn't know I'd trained Rex. He wouldn't touch drugged food. While she wasn't looking, I drugged her herbal tea. Made her groggy, sleeping deep. Smeared blood on her hands, threw dog fur in the trash. Old people have terrible memory and focus. While she slept, I whispered in her ear, pretending to be Rex's ghost. When she woke confused, after my performance, she truly believed she'd killed Rex. So proud of herself. The soup was his mom's job anyway. Dorothy would never dirty her hands cooking. So she only saw blood, not what meat it was. Nobody had ever challenged her authority before. I didn't give Marcus all the details. Just patted his head reassuringly, don't worry. I'm here. No more childhood trauma. I'm a professional at handling evil grandmas. Marcus was obedient, didn't push for details, just cried in my arms like a puppy. Sob babe, I wish I'd met you sooner. God, why didn't you send her to me earlier? Eventually, he squeezed my hand with sympathy. Babe, you must have suffered so much to become this strong. I'm so sorry. I lowered my head, shoulders shaking. Fighting not to laugh out loud. Marcus mistook it for emotional tears. Don't worry, babe. I'll take even better care of you from now on. This sweet dummy. So easy to fool. Hee hee. How could I have suffered? I've been a sweet talker since birth, sharp as a tack. My mom and grandma fought like cats and dogs, but both adored me, competing for my affection. Mom taught me to spot evil mothers-in-law and survive them. Grandma taught me all their tricks so I wouldn't fall for them. From childhood, I knew mother-in-law wars were about men and resources. I knew how to win big while losing small. How to destroy someone without getting my hands dirty. Meeting me was just Dorothy's karma catching up. Back home, I placed Dorothy's special gift on her nightstand. And slipped out. Soon enough, she took the bait. She ran out, hands filthy, raging. Who put that garbage by my bed? I corrected her. Grandma, that's not garbage. That's your turtle grandma that you threw up. Did you forget? You little brat, nothing better to do than put that filth near me? She gagged again. Opening her mouth to vomit in the living room. I covered her mouth. Grandma, careful or turtle grandma will come back for you. Dorothy nearly exploded with rage. Ran to the bathroom, hugging the toilet. When she had nothing left to throw up, she came back confronting me. Heartless. Brat, tormenting an old woman. Lightning should strike you down. Grandma, what are you talking about? Turtle grandma came to me in a dream. I'm just following her instructions to return her to you. How else would a youngster like me dare disrespect you? Dream messages? You're making this up. If she could send dreams, why not to me? Grandma, you forgot. Turtle grandma was your 40-year spirit animal. She's divine, knows who treated her well and who has bad karma. She didn't visit you because your aura's too dark. She was afraid your vengeful spirits would attack her, causing disasters. Minor disasters mean broken bones, major ones mean family destruction. And the closer the relationship, the worse the karma. Bullshit. I'll tear your lying mouth apart. Dorothy's blood boiled. She charged at me. Marcus quickly shielded me. Grandma, Lily's pregnant. So what? Perfect time for a miscarriage. Let's test if these dream messages are real. Dorothy's eyes were venomous, staring at my belly with murder. If looks could kill, I'd be flayed alive. For evil grandmas, you had to strike where it hurt. Marcus, let her come. Turtle Grandma said anyone who recognizes our bond gets her protection. Anyone who hurts me, her spirit won't forgive. Grandma doesn't believe it? Let her try. Lily. His parents gasped. I gave them a reassuring look. Mom, Dad, don't worry. Turtle Grandma said karma hits what people value most. Even if something happens, it'll be to Uncle Pete's family. We're good people with good karma. You little brat, cursing me. I'll rip your mouth off. Hearing Pete's name, Dorothy exploded. She lunged at me. Right then, her phone rang. Dorothy's anger turned to horror. What? Say that again. After confirming several times, Dorothy collapsed, mumbling. Pete Jr. Pete Jr. was in an accident. Robert, drive me to the hospital. Marcus covered his mouth in shock, broken bones. Babe, is this Turtle Grandma's blood karma? His mom looked at him, then at Dorothy. Marcus, don't talk nonsense. It's not nonsense. It's karma. If Grandma hadn't tried to hurt my wife, would Pete Jr. have crashed? His dad looked uncomfortable. Son. I coughed lightly. What matters now is getting Grandma to the hospital. Everything else can wait. Old people get superstitious about death. On the way, Dorothy's attitude completely changed. She clutched my hand, questioning. Dear, these dream messages are not lying to Grandma? I closed my eyes thoughtfully. Marcus's mouth ran non-stop. Of course not. Good thing you didn't touch Lily, or who knows what would have happened to Pete Jr. His mom glared at him. Marcus, stop it. It's not nonsense, it's karma. People who do bad things don't get heaven's protection. Marcus got more excited. Dorothy went pale. Seeing my moment, I pinched him to shut up. Fortunately, Pete Jr. just had fractures. Few days rest and he'd be fine. But the hospital bills totaled 20 grand. When it came to Pete's family, my in-laws were always the ATM. They brought Dorothy here hoping she'd pressure them into paying. In the hospital corridor, Pete's wife wailed, clutching my mother-in-law. Linda. You're his aunt. He's suffering in surgery and you can't abandon him. Why so biased, aunt? When Pete Jr. moved houses and used Marcus as free labor, your daughter-in-law hurt her ankle and you didn't care. But when Pete Jr. gets hurt, my mom has to pay? Where's the logic? You little nobody, who asked you? My son asking Marcus for help was giving him face. Let him make connections. His bad luck getting hurt moving boxes, whose fault is that? Just a sprained ankle, not paralysis. Making such a fuss. No wonder his girlfriend Michelle left him. I'm already generous not blaming you for losing us that rich girl. Now you dare ask for money? You've got some nerve. She raised her hand to slap me. I closed my eyes and opened them, looking at Dorothy Miller. You just gonna stand there while someone attacks your family? Dorothy immediately slapped back. Pete's wife held her swollen cheek in disbelief. Mom. You hit me for this, nobody? Dorothy Miller, someone's insulting your family and you're taking it? Slap. Another one. After that, every complaint earned a slap. She saw stars. My in-laws were thrilled. All these years, Pete's wife had used Junior and Dorothy to bully them. Taking his dad's paychecks through Dorothy for Pete. Taking his mom's jewelry for herself. Marcus was worst off, all the hard work, none of the benefits. Finally escaped, then the brothers ended up at the same college. Pete Jr. found out where Marcus lived, blackmailed him into servitude or he'd tell Dorothy. 4 or 5 years of slavery, then when Junior needed wedding money, sold Marcus out anyway. On the way here, I'd channeled the turtle spirit, listing Dorothy's sins. My grandma's side gig was village fortune teller. As a kid, I'd hide under her table, learning the trade. Old people called her a fraud but feared her mystic powers. Make up some sins, be vague enough, if it's 70% accurate, they'll believe completely. Most common sin? Drowning baby girls. Dorothy was starting to believe. By the time we arrived, she was completely convinced. Soon Pete arrived. His wife threw herself at him, complaining. Dorothy explained about turtle spirits and karma. Dorothy believed, but Pete didn't. He exploded, superstitious nonsense. You dare spread this crap? I'll call the cops for promoting superstition. His eyes bore into me. Dorothy wanted to speak up. But Pete was her favorite. Marcus swallowed nervously. His dad offered a cigarette diplomatically. Pete, don't get worked up. Lily was just joking with your wife. Joking? She beat my wife's face like that as a joke. She's trouble. What's this got to do with my wife? Your wife started it. Besides, Lily didn't hit her. Grandma was protecting family. Marcus defended me. But under Pete's bureaucratic authority, his voice got smaller. Pete finished his power play, then lectured my in-laws. A good wife brings virtue. Look what trash you married into our family. Embarrassing me. After she has the baby, give her some money and send her packing. The Miller family doesn't need daughters-in-law like this. With Pete's words, Dorothy started wavering. So you tricked me. She lunged forward, grabbing my throat. I fell dramatically. Marcus rushed over, shoving Dorothy away. If anything happens to Lily, I'll fight you all. How dare you talk to me like that? Looking for a beating? Pete kicked at him. But his dad moved faster, sending Pete flying. He nearly face-planted. The commotion brought nurses. Quiet. Everyone quiet. Brief peace in the corridor. Soon Pete was back, hand extended. I'll let the hospital disturbance slide. Meaning, pay up. Pete, we're sad about Junior too. But we didn't cause this. We're not short on money, but Lily was attacked. Don't you think you owe her an apology? Hearing his dad's words, his mom nearly cried with joy. After a lifetime of Pete's bullying, standing up like this was huge. I exhaled with relief. Good. His dad wasn't spineless. This family had hope. Pete laughed mockingly. Apologize? To her? He poked his dad's forehead. Robert Miller, you pathetic worm, growing balls now? Think having money makes you special? Still want to expand your restaurant chain? Dream on. His dad wanted to fight back. But Pete's words crushed him. Pete was deputy director. To him, his dad was just a restaurant owner. Business needed permits and licenses. One word from Pete to his connections, delays would cost a fortune in rent and preparations. His dad knew this. He closed his eyes in defeat. Not bowing to Pete, but to the system's hidden rules. My phone buzzed. After confirming Sarah's message, I wrote on my palm, walked to Pete, and kicked his knee. Karmic criminal, kneel. And apologize. How dare you? Pete looked ready to devour me. Until he saw my palm. Froze completely. I made a closing gesture, copying his style with his dad. Peter Miller, you have cleverness but no wisdom. No, this science can't explain everything in this world. Want me to share your dirty secrets? Then you'll believe who I am. His wife snarled, little whore, still playing fortune teller. Hair not even grown in yet. Husband, teach her a lesson. Shut up. Stupid woman, what do you know? Unfortunately, instead of defending her, Pete turned on her. You carry too much sin. Oh, Robert's family too much. Need me to remind you what to do. I showed my palm again. Written there were 2 words. Jennifer Lou. Pete looked away uncomfortably. I mouthed another name. Director Thompson. Jennifer Lou was Director Thompson's mistress. Had hooked up with Pete on a business trip. Coincidentally, Sarah worked in Jennifer's department. I'd thought it was just gossip. Never expected to use it against Pete. After Sarah's investigation, perfect for destroying this old bastard. He was scared now. Promotion season was critical. Pete couldn't afford scandals. In public, I wouldn't push too hard, avoiding desperate moves. Just warned him. People shouldn't be too greedy, especially for what's not theirs. Otherwise heaven gets angry. Next time it won't just be Pete Jr. suffering. How dare you talk about my son like that? I'll beat you. Control your wife's mouth. Shut up, stupid woman. With his weakness exposed, Pete was completely obedient. That evening, Pete booked a private room, apologizing and toasting his brother. Robert, I've been wrong all these years. From now on, I'll treat you right. Here's all the money you've given me over the years. $478, 651.37. Count it. Peter Miller, are you insane? Why give that loser money? That's our son's wedding fund. Give it back or I'm divorcing you. Shut up. My brother has his reasons. The turtle spirit is real. I knew it. Great turtle spirit, please protect my brother's family, grant them smooth sailing. In one room. Pete apologizing. Robert bewildered. Pete's wife threatening divorce. Dorothy on her knees, begging the turtle spirit. Complete chaos. When his dad got home with the money, he still felt unreal. He clutched his wife's hand. Linda, pinch me. Am I dreaming? She twisted hard, making him yelp. Ow. Real pain. Not a dream. My brother actually paid me back. Marcus was shocked. Back in our room, he asked incredulously, Babe, can you really talk to turtle spirits? You're amazing. I tapped his nose playfully, of course. My grandma was the most famous fortune teller in 3 counties. Sleep now, sweetie. Hee hee, you're the best. He grinned and quickly fell asleep. I couldn't help but marvel, how was anyone this easy to fool? Of course I had no turtle spirit powers. Just used my brain. Pete Jr. loved street racing and picking up girls. Mediocre skills though. I just used a burner account as a borderline escort, challenged him to race the infamous Dead Man's Curve. If he finished, I'd be his for a week, free. Little head overruled big head. He went without thinking. Dead Man's Curve, also called Ghost Road. Dark with few streetlights. Even professional racers crashed there. Pete Jr. crashing was inevitable. A month later. Pete was reported for inappropriate relationships. During his promotion period. Suspended pending investigation. His wife discovered the affair, fought him, damaged his manhood. Pete Jr. tried breaking them up, got kicked by raging Pete, hit his head on the coffee table, became vegetative. Dorothy was so traumatized she went insane. Clutching the turtle shell daily, babbling. I'll never sin again. I'm sorry. So sorry. Turtle spirit, please forgive me. My in-laws just sighed. Heaven is watching. Divine sins can be forgiven, but not self-inflicted ones. Marcus stupidly brought home the 40-year turtle from Sarah's. Turtle spirit, I'll feed you premium food. Please protect our family. Sarah called, worried, Lily, your kid won't inherit Marcus's stupidity, right? Speaking of which, Marcus talked to that turtle daily. One evening walk, he insisted on buying lottery tickets. Won 5 million. We moved to a beautiful new house. Guess it's true fortune favors fools. Or maybe good karma really does pay off. May all kind hearts be blessed by heaven with health and happiness. The end.